turn the dial. You're now tuned in to this Safety Man Movement Podcast with your host, Terry the Great.
What's up, beautiful people, and welcome to another episode of the Safety Man Movement Podcast. I am your host, Terry Gray, and I am the Safety Man. And whether you believe it or not, so are you. I'm so glad to have you guys here. Happy Tuesday to you. We're here getting our day underway, and I hope that you're excited. I hope you got energy. I hope you got plenty of rest last night, and that you're ready to get this day going and be a safety shifter the best way you know how. And I'm hoping that I can help you along that journey. And again, this week, I told you guys we were talking about the NFL. I had the opportunity again to go to England for the first time in my life, and it was an exciting time. I saw some things, and I want to share some things from the things that I gathered there. And I'm wearing my Patriots garb. I got to let you see the back of it again right there. Boom. The great New England Patriots representing here. Anywho, again, if you're not watching the video version, go ahead and click that. Go join me. Find me on YouTube. Subscribe there. All of the good things. All right. So welcome. Again, it's Tuesday, and I hope you guys are just looking forward to this day and that you're going to do something special and something spectacular because you matter and you are important. So today I want to talk a little bit something quickly about you have more power than your position. And as I was going this weekend and I was there, it's preseason, I was excited about this game because this game, even though it wasn't a real season game, because I was there, it wasn't a real regular season game, but because I was there, it felt like a real game. It was my first game, so I was excited about that. It was the Super Bowl for me, you know what I mean? That revenge on the Eagles. Anytime I play the Eagles, it's revenge. Anytime we play the Giants, it's revenge. Whenever we play the Seahawks, it's revenge now because we beat them the first time. But then they want to treat us how they treated us last year, but that's okay. This year, hopefully, we got great things in store because we have great players in store. And with that in mind, the great players, typically when you get a team or you have a team, you remember who the starters are. You remember who the people are up front. And though you may not be on the starting role, you still have a position to play. And in the preseason, the main people usually are taking a back seat. So if our quarterback, Drake May, wasn't there, Antonio, I keep saying Antonio, Lord have mercy. A.J. Brown was there, but they didn't start. They didn't play 1 minute of the game. But you want to know what they did do? They encouraged the people who were in the game, because the people on the backside are people who are fighting for position, trying to make sure that they make the cut when the regular season begins. And so the people who are already leaders, the people who are already know that they're going to make it, are not in their position, but their position isn't just the title that they're given, and they go beyond just what their title calls them. So you have the quarterback, and you will see, maybe if you go check it out, the video after the last winning touchdown where the backup of the backup was in and threw the pass and we scored and we won the game. You'll see Drake May run up and congratulate him on a wonderful job, because when they win, we all win. Teamwork makes the dream work. One of my favorite sayings. But I saw that he wasn't a quarterback in that moment. His position in that moment was, they didn't hire him necessarily as a cheerleader. But what was he doing? He was cheering on those people who were in the game, who were fighting for the same thing that you are fighting for. And I know that you all know that we are fighting for our lives every day. So many things can happen. So many things can change. We talked about the injury that occurred on Saturday and the player who was hurt, and how the ambulance came, and in a moment things shifted and things changed. And the people who were around had to be willing to support the person who was injured at that time. And so the same thing, we have to realize that today as you go in, know that you will have to work and go beyond just your role that you play. You have to go beyond just thinking about your specific job that you have set up. I know you're an engineer. I know you're a pipe fitter. I know you're a foreman. I know you're a football player. I know that you have a different role than what you are giving. So here's my safety thought of the day. You may be creating hazards because you underestimate your own influence, right? If you're not willing to step in and be the hero that others need because you don't understand, kind of tapping again on yesterday, your value, you don't understand the influence, which creates and contributes to the value that you bring to your teams. Your power is not limited to or your authority isn't limited to your job title. Though Drake May wasn't on the field playing the game, he had no control over the plays that were being made. Except when he is the game, he does have those power. But when he wasn't in the game, he had the opportunity to realize that he had influence to continue to encourage and empower those who had control or who had the responsibility while the game was going on. You have a power, a gift, something that you can utilize to go beyond just the job title that you have. You don't just need to be a pipe fitter. You don't just need to be an electrician. You don't just need to be a head coach, or you don't just need to be a lawyer. You can go beyond those things. And sometimes you're a counselor. Sometimes you're a shoulder to cry on. Sometimes you're like a brother or a sister or a wise mind to give somebody guidance. You have to understand that as we are protecting and as we're growing in these environments, there's so much more that you have to contribute, more than what you imagine. And your behavior that you have and display gives others permissions and direction. It either will set a permission of what they can or cannot do based on how you act, based on the things that you allow, how you respond. Those things influence and impact people and give them direction of how should I respond? Oh, they did this. Oh, they did that. So maybe that means that's what I need to do. Maybe that's how I'm supposed to respond. Your intention does not erase the impact of your choice. Your choice is going to impact people regardless of what your intention is. So you have to be mindful of the choices you make, realizing that your influence goes beyond just what you think you're trying to accomplish. You have to think bigger. You have to enlarge and expand the way that you think, and thinking about others and how those people who look up to you will be impacted. The same way that in the game, the guys won, the leaders cheered on those who were fighting and trying to do and be the things that everybody else was doing. You have that part, you have that power, you have that influence. So don't mess things up. So here's a safety shift that I want you to think about. Before you making just a regular routine decision, ask who else could be affected by the decision that you are about to make. Your role that you play. Think beyond your job title or what you are gonna do for work, and think about, how does my character impact and influence the people around? And be very intentional about the routine decisions that you make daily and who will be affected by that. So take that shift and think about, before you just do something that is just second nature to you, don't be complacent with your decisions. Don't be complacent with your choices. And think about, how could what I'm about to do affect the people that are around me? Because what you do helps or hurts others. So what I want you to do, call to action, go ahead and comment help if you're using influence to protect rather than to endanger. Because I need you to be intentional. I need you to be a shifter. You have the power to make a difference. Remember, I always tell you this, Smin Lloyd Mateo, that the safety man is no longer one individual, but many individuals that are one. And that means that you have a part to play, and you need to recognize that your power goes beyond your position, and you have the ability to influence people. So influence people in the right direction. Let them know, hey, there's a better way, and that we are trying to all attain that better way together. Thank you guys again for joining me today. Again, the safety man is no longer one individual, but many individuals that are one. Let's have a great Tuesday. I will see you guys on the other side. Peace.